See, there is some, just some. I think the speakers from the Hello team just in the background. Let me try to manually mute it here so it gets like more cleaner for the people listening. I think right now it's all good. We have everyone muted and we can officially kick off another CMC Live here. I'm happy to bring you guys the last of this series that we are doing together with the Killer Whales teams and Hello Labs team, because we do now have the three projects that were selected to be part of the show. But welcome from everyone that has been here for the first time. CMC Live, as you guys know, is kind of like our audio streaming platform, with also now the screen sharing too, that I'm definitely sure that some of the Killer Wheels projects are going to use that, not today but very very soon as we move forward into this partnership. And today we're going to talk with Transhuman Coin, PAWChain, and also Burb, three of the projects that have already presented themselves here for you guys. If you guys don't know what Killer Whale is, if you don't know what's going on, I think, Paul, are you there with us from the Hello account to explain to the listeners here's a little bit of what we have been doing for the last couple of weeks and what is this live about specifically? Paul, welcome to CMC Live. Paul, let me know if you can hear us. I think we can hear some sounds from your account, but not necessarily hear you speaking. So that's kind of like the issue that we are facing at the moment. Nevertheless, as soon as Paul gets like his mic worked out, Paul, what about now? Maybe, I don't know. I think I heard something. No.
Yes, Danny, I'm here. Can you hear
Wow,
me?
that's perfect now. Yeah, I'm not crazy. I actually heard you. So yeah, how are you doing, Paul? First and foremost, again, welcome to CMC Live. Pleasure to have you here. And for the folks that are kind of like a little bit lost here, like please share with them a little bit of what actually is going on and what we have been doing for the past couple of weeks. Not quite sure, but I think we lost Paul again here, guys. Let me know if you can hear him. Sounds like he's on a freeway. Yeah, exactly. I think it's the PAWChain account talking, the Paul Swap account talking about it. And yeah, it seems like that's what happening. Paul, let's see if you can correct this mic. No problem. I'll get back to you very, very soon. But first and foremost, I'd like to welcome every single one from the projects here. So, like, before we jump into the actual conversation, guys, congratulations on this because you have now been, officially selected to be featured on the Killer Whales show. And I want to start with the transhuman coin here. Who is here to talk with us today?
Hey, thanks so much for having us. My name's Elise, and thanks so much, Gabriel and Paul from Hello Labs and CoinMarketCap, for having us on board in the top three projects. We are so pumped.
100%. At least you were the same one that was here last time. I do remember that very well. So congratulations on that. And I'm really looking forward for the conversations that I'm going to have today. And also from the PAWChain team, the PawSwap side, who is here to talk with us today. Congratulations on being selected.
Thank you, thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Just like Transhuman shouted out, we want to say good morning and thank you to our community. Want to thank you to Hello Labs, CoinMarketCap, Killer Whales judges, and also shout out to Burb and Transhuman and your communities. It was really, really fun just to watch us all come together in unity to be able to continue to vote and like get out there for our project. So my name is Fafo. It's nice to meet everybody and look forward to this chat.
100%. I'm looking forward to it very much as well. And as you guys can see, now we have the three profiles of the three projects pinned there on the live. No matter if you're listening from web or app, you can actually click and follow them. And last but not least, of course, Burb. I don't know who is here representing Burb today, but please let me know. And I'm really looking forward to this conversation. So congratulations on being one of the top three projects and now part officially of the Killer Whales show.
Wow, it's just amazing. Thank you, Gabriel. And saludos. Thank you, everyone. Transhuman Coin, PAWChain. It is just such an honor and a pleasure to be here. Shout out to CoinMarketCap for this amazing opportunity, along with, of course, Hello Labs and Killer Whales, the team, the community behind all of these projects. Just we're so excited to be here today. My name is Mountain Food, and looking forward to talking a little more about Burb.
Martin, welcome to CMC Live. It's actually a pleasure to have you guys here because I think that first and foremost, like for everyone listening that has not been a part of the previous Killer Whale Lives, make sure to check them out because we did have a couple of batches of projects that came here and present them themselves, talk about their future plans, etc., and all that during the live. And with the voting from the community, those three that are here today actually were selected to be featured on the Killer Whales show. For the ones that don't know what it is about, it's actually kind of like a Shark Tank, but like, I mean, just dress it in crypto style. Let's put it like this. So projects go there, they present themselves for a couple of big people in the space, like key voices, key people from influencers to VCs, people that are really big and influential in the space. And those actually take sides on like, yeah, I mean, they ask questions, they ask about future plans, the details about the project, like what are, I mean, how are you going to actually grow this, get more adoption, A, B, C. Projects takes all those answers, and then after that, then that's when they are actually able to, I mean, get a final result from the show. Yeah, I see that. Go ahead, Paul. I see you here back with us. So how is your mic now? Oh, 100%?
100%, mate. I'm back, yeah. And so as you were just mentioning there, and
I need to know if it's just me or if we lost Paul again. I think we lost him. Yeah, I see people mentioning this on the chat as well. Paul, I think we lost you again. No worries. I mean, just make sure that just like it was good, I think, for the like initial seconds or something like that. Then it just like completely run off again. Let me just try to mute you here so we can actually have a cleaner audio. But whenever you are back, feel free to unmute yourself and get back to talk to us, because then we will understand that you are good to go. But in the meantime, no worries about that. When we have, I mean, Paul here, he will share more details on the Killer Whale show and how the participation of those three projects is going to look like, what is it going to be, etc. And I think that is going to be very interesting, to be honest with you. But we do have some questions to ask the projects today, and I want to, like, first and foremost, give people, guys, today no rush, no pressure, so there's no time thing, nothing like that. But I want you guys to actually remind people that are here, and we are almost at 1,000 listening to us at this very moment, so make sure to also click on the top right corner of your mobile screen and share this live with everyone that you know, so they can be aware of the three projects selected to go to the Killer Whale show. But I want to start with Alice from Transhuman Coin. I want you just to give us like a little bit of reminder of what the project is about, and mainly for the ones that were not here before.
Sure. Transhuman coin is the official coin of the transhuman movement, and transhumanism is all about accelerating science and tech to overcome limitations of human biology. So through transhuman coin, we've brought together a splintered movement and the different parts of transhumanism together. We have done a lot and made a lot of impact. We've supported and funded a number of impact projects, including working with the University of Technology Sydney on their brain-computer interface projects. We have funded Abbey autonomous wheelchairs made by GoGo Tech. We've also funded gene-based diagnostics and genetic disease research by Moth Diagnostics and Fox G1, and also funded other university research of anti-aging, potential of edible plants, and so much more. So we have survived, or we have thrived and survived for the last nearly 3 years, and it's all thanks to our incredible community, many of us who are here today. And I just really wanted to give a quick shout out to the community who have supported us and gotten us to the position that we are today, which is the top 3. I also wanted to give a congratulations to Paul and PAWChain and Burb, who have been incredible, and you know, kudos to the strength of your communities.
100%. I feel like the three communities are very, very strong, and we are going to just like deep dive for you guys that are wondering, like, okay, so what this live is going to be about? What are they going to talk about? We are going to understand also, first, a quick reminder on each project, like how, I mean, they actually were built and what they are about in the market, etc. Then we are going to touch on competitors. Are there other players doing similar things in the space? Not. And mainly, why is your project going to succeed? So they will have to kind of convince you guys on like why they're going to be, I mean, one of the unicorns of this market. And also, last but not least, how exciting is it going to be to be in LA to film killer whales. But before we move into Paul, I think that we actually have Paul back with us right now. So Paul, let's give it another try. Let me know if now you can hear me well, and I hope that we can hear you well as well.
Yeah, guys, sorry about that. Some technical difficulties on my end. So yeah, I don't know how much you got of what I just was saying, but yeah, super excited for filming to start later this month in Los Angeles. This season's going to be even bigger and better than last year. We've really raised the stakes as well because we've got kind of bit more kind of prizes on offer. So CoinMarketCap have been great to kind of give us an accelerator package for the projects that win 5 out of 5. And there's also some other partners that we're working with as well, including Hacking and Casper Labs, who will also be giving prizes away. So to win those coveted 5 out of 5 swim boats is really gonna kind of raise the stakes. So I just wanted to congratulate all the projects that applied. I know we only picked 3 this year, but Kill Whales is here for the foreseeable future. And we want next year for those projects that didn't make the cut this time to keep applying and kind of keep raising their game, and we'll get them back for future seasons. And yeah, it's just a very exciting time. We're all in Los Angeles at the moment, geared up to start filming season 2 and making it even bigger and better. So yeah, and I'm super interested to see what the projects on this, the wildcard projects, what they bring to the show itself. If they've got anything special planned to really impress the judges.
100%, we are all excited for it, and I think, I don't know, Paul, confirm this to me, confirm this information, because I see this in the live chat. I don't know if it's someone just saying something for the sake of appearing here, but it seems like it's your birthday today. Is that real?
It was my birthday a couple of days ago.
Okay. So it's still
So
congratulations
yeah.
time. You know, it's like it's still celebratory time. I think that we are still like now. I think not just all the projects, but you as well is here to celebrate something, right?
But yeah, we're celebrating Killer Whale season 2 coming back, and also we're celebrating Hello Labs and the Hello token launching on Solana later today as well. So it's a great time for Hello Labs. It's a great time for Killer Whales, and a great time for me personally. So yeah, it's all, and I'm sure everyone's watching the charts as much as I do. I'm on CoinMarketCap 24/7, refreshing the charts, and it just looks like it's a great time for crypto. And this summer is going to be incredible. And then the run up to the presidential election in the US is really going to send markets, I think, in a big way. So it's a great time to be involved in Killer Whales and Hello Labs.
100%, it's a great time to be alive. We had tokens such as BNB, for example, reaching all-time high. I think yesterday BTC above 70%, now at 71.7. Like Ethereum getting close to the 4K again. So I think that everyone is happy all across the board. And guys, make sure to follow also Hello Labs here so you don't miss absolutely any updates from them, not just regarding to the Hello Labs specifically, but also to Killer Whale shows. Now moving on to Paul, I think that I want to touch also on the team on kind of the same, I mean, just like reminder for the people like Flo, Brian. I think that I want to ask you like what PAWChain is actually about. Remind people that maybe weren't here in the first live that you guys presented yourself, or maybe were, but they don't actually recall it. So give them kind of like that run back so they can fully understand it.
Yeah, Gabriel, absolutely, and thank you for that, Paul. Happy belated birthday! As you noted, this summer is going to be a really, really fun summer for a lot of us. So, PAWChain is a DeFi ecosystem. Our primary focus is being able to enable both people and projects to be able to be multi-chain and cross-chain in one simple step. So, our platform, which is undergoing our final CertiK audits right now, will enable people to be able to seamlessly swap any asset on our interconnected chains via one single transaction. And the benefit for projects who want to be multi-chain is they'll be able to have a single liquidity source and the same contract address across multiple EVM chains. So our goal has always been to build products and services to scale Web3 and DeFi as a whole, not just for our own community and our own project. So we want to be able to break down some of those barriers and those walls and add interoperability for Hello, the token, for Burb, for Transhuman, for any projects that are out there that want to be able to interact with communities on different chains than they're on today.
That's awesome. And I can see that people are enjoying what they're hearing because the audience just keeps growing. We are now at 1,400 here listening to us at this very moment. And moving on to the last reminder of what they are about, I want to talk with Mountain from Burb. Like, I do know a lot of people that probably have seen this bird here and there across the internet, already know what it is about. But for the ones that don't, like, give us a quick run through on what Burb is building at the moment.
Sure, sure. Thank you, Gabriel. Bird basically is a multi-feature utility project powered by our passionate meme community. Lots of words there. I fell in love with Burb in just a couple of hours after seeing the beautiful artwork. I come from a background of being an international traveler. I was a cultural ambassador, lived in Argentina for a year through Rotary, got my degree in animation illustration, have a background in business and real estate, sales, and commercial leases. So I've done a lot of things, but by far I'm enjoying where I am in my life right now the most. Burb is absolutely just lighting it up in terms of quality artwork, um, NFT space, the culture, the community. We want to be a fun place to be, where you can check in, um, and hang out with people. Ultimately, this is going to translate into a place we are currently calling Burbtown, which would be our solution, our vision of a metaverse. Basically, it would be a theme park without the lines. It would be the monorail that you could ride. It would be the seashore that you could walk with your other avatar friend, grab a Burb NFT from our marketplace eventually that will be launching pretty soon. And that eventually would be set up to be a moving, walking, working, talking three-dimensional avatar in the Burb metaverse, which is our long-term goal, but we'd be building it out piece by piece. And we just everything under the sun. And I also just quickly wanted to mention that in addition to fancy artwork, cute little memes. We love to laugh. We also have a very big arm in the merchandise sphere, shop.burb.com, Burb around the world. You can pick up even any NFT that you get. You can have it printed out on a T-shirt. You can get we have a Burb bikini, actually a two-piece. It's pretty amazing for the ladies out there. Any Burb baseball caps, or if you're into coffee mugs. And speaking of coffee, we're just about to open up the Burb Cafe, and we're all about high quality, clean tasting, organic, fair trade, Burb friendly environments to grow such coffees. We will be launching 4 coffee types: the Guatemalan, the Colombian, the Costa Rican, and the Ethiopian. So keep an eye out for Burb. And we are super excited. Our founders, Puff Burb, and his twin brother, Chirp Jedi, and their beautiful parrot, Poncho, will be flying to LA very soon here, along with our community manager, the Gem Finder. And we are just beyond excited. We certainly did enjoy FAFO on the well. Quick shout out to, of course, Finn Star and Bomb Diggity. If you haven't heard of them, check them out on YouTube. They've got an amazing weekly show. But also, just a final thought here, just to follow up on what Elise said from Transhuman Coin, there certainly is something for longevity found in nature and food. And as my name suggests, I'm all into it. And we've got a lot under our hood. I couldn't be happier. We've been building the last 3 years. And there's something about our culture, the passion of our community that's kept us alive, that's taken something, and we feel like we're carved out of wood. We're ready to go. This is our year, and this is going to be the year for many people. You know, this time is different. I think we're going to onboard about 1 billion people in the crypto market, and this is just going to be amazing for everybody. And shout out to Hello for being pioneers and bringing in the Shark Tank of the crypto space and providing this opportunity. Um, we're so excited to be here. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing all the information. And I feel like there are, as I said before, so many different projects with different use cases, like different proposals here for everyone that is kind of like in different spaces, like in different niches of the crypto space. You actually can probably relates to some of what is being built here today. And I today actually we do have more of a deep dive, because I think for the first call that we have with you guys, for the first live, you were basically presenting yourself, just kind of some vanilla stuff, but now we're actually getting into things and kind of giving people here a sneak peek of what they are going to find on the Killer Whale show, right? So I want to get back to Alice now from from Transhuman Coin and ask Alice couple questions, like two questions in one, let's put it like this. First and foremost, I want to understand, like, I do know that what you guys are building is not easy. It seems very complicated, and I feel like it is. It's not for everyone to be a part of such thing. But I want to understand, like, are there any other competitors, like other players in the space doing something similar? And if so, or even if not, like, why is Transhuman Coin going to succeed? I think those are the two questions that most of the people that are here listen to you guys speak. They want to know, like, okay, but like, what about the market? Is this going to succeed? Is this going to be a thing in the long run? That's what everyone wants to know. So the floor is yours. Make sure to convince us of whatever you guys have in mind.
Thanks, Gabriel. Well, Transhuman Coin is the official coin of the transhuman movement, so there is no other coin. We are the only one. But for us, it's not about competition, it's all about collaboration. So we're very open to collaboration with other projects, and we support others such as Singularity Net, who are creating AGI, and also others in the longevity research area, such as VitaDAO or even Rejuve. So we're very supportive and collaborative with others. We think that the more people that we can get into this space, the better. So a rising tide lifts all boats type of mentality. And why will we thrive? Well, we have a really great network of partnerships. Like I said before, it's about collaboration. So we have partnerships with Wavia, which is an impact investing network, so that we can help the projects within our community, such as whether it's brain computer interfaces or people who are developing artificial general intelligence, so that they can get the funding they need to progress the projects, which is all in the name of progressing transhumanism. And then we've also got something really big coming up. So I don't want to give away all the alpha just yet, but I do want to talk a little bit about Big Brain Niger. Transhuman Coin is going to be one of the major partners of Big Brain Niger. It is also a TV show. So it's a reality TV show which is a cross between The Apprentice and Big Brother. And it's all based on entrepreneurship and intellectualism. So a lot of us know what Big Brother is already, and it's a lot of just mindless entertainment. But what about putting together, say, a bunch of people working on solving real problems in the real world? And how Transhuman Coin will play a part in it is that you can vote and you can reward with Transhuman Coin. The third thing I'll mention also is that we're creating the transhuman network state. If anyone follows biology and has read his book, The Network State, then you will be very familiar with the concept of being able to use, say, a token like Transhuman Coin to create a fully digitized nation state, and eventually maybe we'll go physical. So we've got some really exciting things happening.
I can tell that for sure. I feel like very interesting. It's kind of a hackathon, right? But like televised. Let's put it like this, or film it. Let's say when you have all the access to the background and what happens, the discussions, etc. So I really like that. And I feel like both like the three projects that we have here today, I honestly, this is my personal view, okay, but I feel like there is a reasons why these three projects end up not just having a huge community behind them, but also that they got, to be selected for the Kilauea show. First and foremost is because community, but there's a reason that you build a community behind you. It's because you actually have something that basically creates a link between you and a lot of people. And I feel like the three that are here today actually are able to do this in completely different ways, but definitely three of the projects that I myself actually, when I was listening to you guys speak here for the first time, I was like, okay, this sounds very interesting. So congrats for the three of you guys on this. And we are going to get back to you, Alice, to ask you some more other questions about it. But just like, if you would be able to just like, kind of summarize to one or two sentences or maybe a paragraph, let's put it this so I don't make it too hard. But if you could put a sentence on why do you think or do you believe Transhuman Coin is going to succeed, what do you think is the biggest thing that you would like to highlight about the project?
We're a little different compared to other projects because we are all about impact. We are here to show that you can achieve impact with crypto. It's not all about getting rich. I have mentioned before that some people buy Bitcoin because they want to get rich, but others buy transhuman coin because they want to change the world. And we are all about changing the world and also about accelerating progress in tech. A lot of people may have noticed that there is a lot of pessimism in tech at the moment, and we are all about accelerating towards a transhumanist future where we can explore and progress the limits of humanity and possibly help become the civilization that lives among the stars.
That's bold, and I think that's very interesting for you to share. And that's a good phrase, by the way, like talking about changing the world, etc. I feel like that resonates with a lot of people. And I mean, I'm one of those, and I feel like a lot of others that are listening to us right now are basically the same. And I want to see if Paul Swap and also Burb can keep up with those sayings as well. So I'm moving on now to PAWChain. Brian, I want to ask you kind of the same questions. Like, you guys are building something that is very interesting. I think everyone knows about it. We have seen the comments here in the live chat while you are speaking, and even when you're not speaking, a lot of people excited about what's to come, etc., and all that, what you guys have been building so far. But I want to ask you, like, in terms of competition, like, how do you guys see the competition that you have at this very moment, and what is the big reason why PAWChain is going to succeed? I think that's the question that everyone wants to hear to your answer.
Yeah, Gabriel, appreciate that. And again, sorry, this is Fafo. You know, Brian was on last week, but again, no worries. Like we all
Sorry for that. Sorry for that. By the
no,
way,
no, no, no.
my mistake here.
Dude, all good, man. I think, you know, from a competition perspective, we don't have an equal competition. So I'll explain that to say this. Our layer three, which enables cross chain and multi chain transactions, both on a user side and on a project side, has one key differentiator, and that's a single source of liquidity for projects. Other L3s or even L2s, you know, connect to other chains and facilitate a one-to-one communication, where we facilitate a one-to-many simultaneously. So, as an example, you know, I'm going to use Burb and Transhuman Coin. If they were to deploy, you know, once our mainnet is live, when the CertiK audits wrap up, if they were to deploy on PAWChain, they would have a single liquidity source that would be able to be across multiple chains with the same CA from an EVM chain perspective. Whereas if you wanted to be multi-chain, as many exist today, you would have different CAs on each of the EVM chains and individual liquidity pools, and that is a management nightmare. So like that's one of the big differentiators that we have in our pocket. And the second, you know, similar to Transhuman, like we're not doing this for our own benefit. Like we really want to help advance the space as a whole through security, through simplicity, through onboarding. There's just so many ways that we want to make it simple for a new entry into the DeFi or Web3 space to be able to like get in with a low barrier to entry, but also advanced features for those who know the space very well, right? APIs for you know, price indexing, being able to look at charts across multiple chains. So I'd say, you know, while there is other layer three or L3 competition out there, I would say that we have two distinct differentiators that will continue to be able to aid in scaling that technology for anybody, users and or projects. So you know, I know you're going to deep dive some more stuff, so I'll pause there. If there's any feedback or questions, happy to jump in.
I do have a question myself. I feel like this. I want to ask you about something that I feel like you guys touch on a little bit, like during your answer here, which is fragmented liquidity, which is something that I believe is one of the major problems that is still to be solved in like ecosystems such as Ethereum, for example, because you have many L2s, etc. And just with the different L1s that we have at the moment, like if you think of crypto as a whole, fragmented liquidity is kind of a problem that we still trying to solve. I think that we are kind of like getting there little by little, but it's still a long way to go. And I want to understand, like from your side, like do you see this as one of the key pain points that you guys try to sort out? For example, you mentioned about having like the same contract address across different chains, etc. Like, so I want to know how that all play out on the business model that you guys have, and what do you think are the big, I mean, let's say milestones that you guys are looking to overcome or to reach during this, I mean, this couple next months and years?
Yeah, no, great question. So I think fragmented liquidity is a key blocker for just scaling DeFi and Web3 as a whole. Also, a lack of proper interoperability or interchain communication. So I think we are solving the fragmented liquidity problem. That will be proven when our mainnet is live, when CERDIC is wrapped up. I keep going back to CERDIC because we believe in security first and foremost. So we have three different audits ongoing right now, one that's been completed in the past. We are in the top 20 of all audited projects on CERDIC. So security and simplicity is key. But fragmented liquidity is one of the things that is a big barrier to entry for many projects as a whole. As we look forward to milestones, to kind of wrap and answer your follow-up question there, as we look forward to milestones, in the next 6 months to a year, we do have an updated roadmap in our latest blog, and two of those things that I'm personally most excited for is our wallet, our Paul Wallet app, phone mobile app, web browser extension, and then a VR hangout with a marketplace as well. Again, all about inclusivity, like including people and projects into like one big ecosystem with a single token. No other tokens, no other like, burn mechanism. You got to have this thing, you got to have this thing. Let's launch this other thing, like single, 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 right? Because simplicity has got to be key. If people's grandmother can't understand it, it's not going to scale. So that's to answer your question about kind of looking forward for the next 6 months or so, and you know turn it back over to you.
100%. That's exciting to hear. I love when just like I like when people that are building things in the space have not just the capabilities to build, but also they have the right vision. And I feel like that's the same with the three projects that are here today. And that's one of the reasons why I want to also get Burb around this conversation, because I feel like we already, I mean, listen to some of the things that Transhuman Coin has to share, also Paul Swap. And now I want to listen from you guys at Burb Specific Mountain. I want to ask you kind of the same questions,
Sure.
but I want to like feel free, of course, to have like the to touch on the points that you feel like the most important ones. But I want to ask you in terms of competition in the space, because you guys do a lot, at least from what I can tell. Like you guys are kind of like, I mean, doing a lot of stuff related to merch. It's like coffee. It's like a lot of things. So I want to understand like competition. How do you guys see that? And also like, what is the main reason why Burb is going to succeed and is going to be not necessarily one of the top projects, but it's going to be a big part of the industry in
Sure.
the upcoming years?
Excellent question. First of all, I'm really excited to hear everybody else's responses from Transhuman Coin and PawChain. We have so much in common, fundamentally, and such different projects fundamentally also. But Burb, just think of our coffee. We are a robust utility token in Web3, which we're very excited about. And I can't wait to dive into this and tell you guys a couple more things about it. Um, we are absolutely unique from the standpoint of visual branding. There's nothing else that looks like us. We are a four-letter .com address, and I hand it to our founders for being able to grab that when they did. But yeah, we've got the power of the meme coin, the community behind us. Memes are here to stay. We're aware of that. It is going to be an interesting ride for crypto over the next couple of years, but we're really in this for the long term. Um, as I was talking about Burbtown earlier, that's kind of the end goal. That's something that may never even be completely ever like come to a day where it's done. We just enjoy building. We're builders, we're creators, and we are just going to start tying everything together. Also in association with our merchandise wing that's going to extend beyond the coffee. We're going to have a whole line of artisanal teas and many things to come after that. Let's see, for example, I've been working on our second series of Burb NFTs for a couple years now. We've just had time in this long bear market, and I've conceptually designed over half of them. Our lead digital artist, who goes by the name of Burb Ross, and he is just a living legend. And so I believe that there is just something fundamentally awesome and amazing about the Burb icon, the logo, the meme, the universe that we're creating, the hundreds, if not thousands, of images that we have, and each one builds on another one. Our community manager, Gem Finder, has this incredible ability to use one of our technological um, developments, the Burb AI. It takes them many hours, but creates these amazing meme murals that really ties everything together. So even before we're able to meet with a team of animators and wireframe out the entire Burb universe, we have the ability to visualize it on so many levels and draw in that passion and that want to be part of a community, and to attach everything that you have a coffee shop where you hang out with people, have things like treasure hunts. If you guys can imagine a chunk of land that has a seashore and mountain range in the background, and flat land, we also wish to be developing a series of Burb mini games. You could start and think of very simplistic retro 1980s style arcade games where you can pop in your Burb NFT. So if you have a little car race or a mini yacht race, with all sorts of things, with the goal being community interaction and just having a fun time. If a project doesn't have a fun time, a reason to be there, at least a project like ours, a social value that we're adding, then I have a hard time having confidence in that project. But if a project really seems like it's building something that's going to be a fun place to be, we certainly do not need to be number one or number 10 or number whatever. We're not too concerned on what the numbers of the placements are. We just simply believe, um, quoting an old Kevin Costner movie, build it and they will come. And we, after 3 years, we've gotten addicted to getting up every day, 7 days a week, building a little bit more. Um, we so we have Burb AI. It's a free product. It's even a little bit better than the free one that people can download. So what I want to point at is that Burb offers a whole other side of developmental features, which is coming directly from the founders themselves. Additionally, we have a product called Burb Seek. It's also free. It's simply a secure web engine. Um, Burb Connect, Burb Share, file sharing, um, and many other things. So in conclusion here, our project is all about, on one side, the art, the cuteness, the socialness, the laughing together. If I could have one wish, it would be for the whole entire world to get together at a certain time and just laugh together. And I actually think, so there's a point where I have here, I think you could actually achieve that arguably with a meme. It could be broadcasted. It wouldn't even need to have any words, and everybody could just laugh. The positive impact of laughing on the immune system, just for example, would be so powerful. And so I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell you how well Burb is going to do. But we're fighters. We believe so passionately in what we're doing. We're all about Burb around the world. We love our many different people from all around the world, and we are just want to expand out in every direction, and specifically reach out to the web 2.0 people. Like, for example, anybody who loves animals would probably be interested in Burb. We already have like a Japanese community we're in contact with, and they love different birds and things like that. So we really have it on our radar of how can we onboard all these different communities that are basically have their own communities already set up, their own fan base, and bring them into our Web3 culture and system. And I think this is going to be a theme that everybody is going to be doing. I mean, certainly if you look at Killer Whales, it is like taking Shark Tank, but for Web3. And Burb is having this amazing community where you can do anything and hang out and have fun. It's free therapy, if you will. You can order the best coffee in the world, and many, many more things, play games. And I think that's going to be incredibly appealing to a lot of people. And I think crypto is just about ready to take off, become very relevant. And I do think this time is different, right? It's that old meme when somebody says this time is different, run for the hills, sell your bags. But I think there's going to be a lot of people coming into the ecosystem. I couldn't be happier. And sorry for the long-winded answer. I could talk for hours about Bird, but the hard part is talking in short little spurts. So please excuse me. But let my passion be known. I love this project, and we are definitely going to light it up and Bird around the world with love. Thank you.
The excitement about the project. I think that's when you're building something that you truly believe in. That's no other way around. I think that you just get very excited. So thanks for sharing all those details. I want to kind of put you in the spot right now, though. I want to ask you,
Sure.
like, from all the things that you guys are doing, do you feel like there is one that not necessarily is the one that you believe would be the go-to thing that people think when they think about Burb, but potentially not angling it that way for your answer, but maybe the thing that will bring more people on board to Burb and to crypto, as a consequence. Like, what is the key thing on your guys' business that you feel like is going to be the key thing?
Gabriel, for me, it would have to be the nexus, the center, the glue is the beauty and the artwork and the utility of our NFTs. They are going to be the thing that is like a membership pass to our utility, to our features, to our community. It is going to be the playable character in the video games. It is going to give people discounts on Bird merchandise and the coffee. It's going to be the all access pass behind the scenes and in front of the scenes. And we're going to have a huge Burb NFT marketplace, and we're going to be launching that in the relatively near future. So if I can, and I do believe that is the answer that I want to give you, that it is the beauty and the high quality of the NFTs. That's the identity of who we are. That is the branding. Every time that anybody puts and posts a profile pic of a Burb out there, and somebody looks at it and they say, wow, that's different, or that's interesting. I've seen cats, I've seen dogs, I've seen sea lions. What's this bird? Well, hey, there's going to be a time for the bird. It's going to be that third phase of meme. And but beyond all the hype and everything, we're going to be here for years and years and years and years, just like PAWChain and Transhuman Coin. Those guys sound just as passionate in their own ways. And we're here at the top because we do have our community, and we're here at the top because we're not afraid to work. We actually like working, and we so honor all the people around us, you included, and the Hello community and CoinMarketCap.com for providing the space. And the future is so bright. So if I can just answer your question right there, I think it's all connected to the Burb NFT, its utility, its beauty, its adoptiveness. That is the center point that connects everything on a map. And that whole map will be contained in Burptown, Burb around the world.
I love it. I love to hear that. I feel like community always bring people together to talk about NFTs. I think that's kind of like, it goes hand in hand with what you guys are building, and just like having a strong brand also helps on that. So like, I'm keen to see what the future holds on that. And I want to bring Paul now back on stage here. I want to ask you, Paul, because I think that like all the quick questions that we did for the project here that we asked them, like it's like not exactly what's going to go on the show, of course, because we don't want to have like a pocket version of the show, but want to kind of give the listeners here a sneak peek of what it's going to look like. Are there any tips that you may have for the projects that are here as well? Maybe on how to pitch for the whales there. And later, before we close the live today, I would like to ask you also some of the whales, the names, like who is going to be there as whales, but keep that for the end of the live so people stick around. For now, just some advice for the people that are here listening, for the people that are here speaking. So I mean Alice, I mean Fafo, and I mean also Mountain here, on how they could potentially pitch to convince the whales when they are in the show.
Yeah, I think my words of advice is you're not only pitching to the whales, you're not only pitching to the Web3 community, but you're also pitching to a global television audience. So it's how you take a really complex idea and really distill it down into something that not only the whales can understand, but your aunts and uncles who are watching at home, your parents, people that never maybe have heard of crypto before. And I think make it more about kind of the utility, more about how it's going to change the world, and less about the technology. Because what Killer Whales is, it's the first kind of podium for these projects and any project in crypto to get on the small screen in people's homes and watch with their families and understand what we're building in this space and kind of give the space a good name. So that would be my one word of advice. And based on projects from last year that did really well, it was the ones that could take really complex ideas and really distill them down into something that was easily understandable.
Perfect. Now I know you that are listening know as well, and for the ones that are going to pitch, all that they now know is how to actually nail that pitch to make sure that they convince, as Paul said, not just the whales, because yes, whales may be in front of them by the time they're pitching, they're on the show, but actually there's a lot of people watching, and those people are the ones that potentially are going to join their communities and actually end up being part of their project. So they're pitching to much more than just that. Now, let's run through the projects here. I want to ask Alice, like, last question here for you today, and also feel free to add some final considerations if you'd like to, something that you potentially didn't mention or that you would like. But I want to ask you how exciting it is now to know that you're going to be in Killer Whales. Since you have answered last time how exciting it would be to be selected, now you know. I want to know now how excited you are to actually be there in front of the whales and pitch transhuman coin for millions of people.
I am so excited. I actually binged season 1 and I just love Killer Whales. I just love the concept, the show. I am so excited. We are 2 million transhumanists, and I'm really excited that we're hitting the mainstream. We're going to be in people's living rooms. But we are nothing without our community, of course. So we're here to show what transhumans can do. Shout out to all the community, the THC community here, whether you're watching from Australia, America, South Africa, Nigeria, Europe, anywhere you are in the world. We are the future. And a few last words is that Transhuman Coin is a platform for accelerating transhumanism. So we're accelerating science and tech that helps us overcome limitations of human biology. And it's important that we keep progressing because we may miss that window of opportunity we have to create a better future where we can create better drugs that help us live longer, healthier lives, or create intelligence that enables humans to live better, or even create rockets that allow us to explore the stars. So if you love what we do, buy our token. Our ticker is THC, or just follow us on X or Telegram and invest in the future of humanity.
Still not following them, make sure to do so. Their profile is pinned right here in the live. No matter if you're listening from web or app, make sure to follow Transhuman Coin to be on top of every single thing that they are doing. And good luck on the show, Alice. I'm pretty sure you're going to nail it there, and I'm excited to see you there representing Transhuman Coin. Now moving on to Fafo from PAWSwap. Fafo, same question for you. Like, last time I think Brian actually answered this one. He was talking about like how cool it will be to be selected. You guys now know it. So how actually excited are you to be on the show, to be there, to be able to actually talk about PAWSwap in front of a big, huge audience, and to just like, as Alice was mentioned here, hit mainstream, be in many houses, being like, I mean, in the pocket of many people, maybe traveling around here and they're just watching you guys and understanding what you guys are bringing to the table. How exciting is that? And also feel free to share any final messages that you like. Thank you for joining CMC Live today.
Yeah, thank you for that. We are beyond excited. So we have a very passionate, very large community. We have been, a project for a little over a year now, and we have always been loud and proud, but also welcoming to everybody. I'm going to double down on something Paul said when I talk about how excited we are to be able to be on the show. At the very beginning, he said, "Look, if your project didn't make it this time, we can look forward to next season, next season." I want to double down on that. So I put a comment in the chat way earlier. We didn't make season one. We didn't let it discourage us. We grew stronger. We grew harder. We developed more. And here we are today, knowing that we're selected. So projects that are listening to this, that are in the chat, ADO, I know that you are fighting very hard as well. So I just want to give as much encouragement as I can. This show seems to not be going anywhere. So I want to just recommend that everybody continue to build, continue to integrate, continue to work with other projects, because season three will come here before you know it. So, Gabriel, we're super excited. We have a great amount of content that we're preparing. Myself and another gentleman is going to be on the show. So, end of the day, we're super pumped. Closing comments. I just want to say thank you again, Gabriel, for hosting this, for Coin Market Cap, for Paul from Hello Labs, the Killer Whale judges that'll be there as well. We're super pumped to be able to, showcase our developers' technology to the world in a real, tangible way. So, yeah, we're just really excited about it. So,
And we are very excited for you guys. It's just like cool to listen to you guys speaking because we can tell that you guys are very excited. And for us, just being able to, I mean, just help through the process, like, I mean, just a little bit here and there, and being able to get in touch with you guys through this live event here on CMC. It's awesome to feel that energy and to feel what you guys are going to bring to the show. And as you said, the show is going nowhere. Actually, the show is going everywhere, and so are you guys by being featured there. So I'm very excited to see that all across the globe. And last but not least, Mountain, same question for you. I think like last time Burb was represented for Josue here, if I'm not mistaken, and I want to ask you like how exciting it is to be on Killer Whale Show, and some final considerations from your side. Like for the people, by the way, that have not followed PAWSwap yet, make sure to click on the pinned post. And right now, also a pinned post for you guys to follow Burb. So tell us about it. What is the feeling and how it is? I mean, how exciting it is to be on the Killer Whale Show.
Thank you, Gabriel. It's beyond belief. We had a very similar situation with some other projects mentioned here that we applied last season, and it just seemed like we weren't quite ready, as ready as we are right now. We took this last year, and we thought long and hard of who we are, what we want to become, where we want to go, and we focused everything we had on that. And so to actually be here right now, to go back in time into something that we wanted to make happen, and then to be here now in the present and seeing it reality is just a feeling of creation. It's a feeling of building something and having it completed from the sense of it being a goal, climbing that mountain, if you will, getting to the top and seeing that beautiful vista. um, so I'm certainly going to be watching, and I just have mountains of respect for all the judges. I've watched all the judges, their YouTube channels, followed them. Gonna miss a few here, but Gracie and Rand and Wendy and Mario and everybody else is such an amazing crew of people, and hope to have at least some of the OG judges back. But as I said before, our founding members, Josue and Jesse, the twin brothers, also known as Puff Burb and Chirp Jedi, will be bringing our mascot Poncho to the scene. And I think it will be an exciting time from an entertainment point of view and a television point of view, to have that diversity um, in front of the camera. And I can tell you, every member in the burp community is just as excited as I am. And I'm so excited for everybody else. And I want to say what it's this commonality. It's what Elise said earlier. that a rising tide rises all the boats. There's so many of these beautiful, beautiful, worthy little boats in the harbor, and that water is just starting to rise, and we're getting over the hardest times. And those projects that have really put in their dues, it's time for them to shine. And there's going to be so many more projects that are new and everything, and those are great too. But shout out to all those projects that have just kept building. And just if you're one of those projects, keep building. Your dreams can come true with a lot of work, and this is a wonderful space to achieve whatever your project's goals are. And there's certainly a community interested in wanting to participate with you and become part of your community. And shout out again to Hello and Killer Whales and CoinMarketCap for being so supportive and offering this platform for us. It really is just all about teamwork at the end of the day. And so we're just so excited. That's all I have to say. Thank you very much.
Nah, and it's cool because we can feel that while you're speaking, right? We can feel the excitement from all the three of you when speaking about it, and it just is cool to see. And I am very excited as well. And you mentioned a few, but I want actually to bring Paul on stage to talk with us about the whales specifically, because yes, now we know some of the projects that are going to be there because of the voting, etc. Like CMC community also, like I mean, jumped on board on this voting and just like were very present at that. But I want to know about the whales. Who are those whales? Who is going to be there judging the projects, etc.? Because I feel like some of the names are also very familiar for our community here because we have them here on CMC Live before. So tell us a little bit about them.
Yeah, so the great news is that all of the kind of big name whales that we have for season one are back for season two. They're chomping at the bit. They've watched the show. They know what works, what doesn't. They're ready to really kind of get into it this year. More drama between the judges, more kind of probing questions. And it's like building any team. Once you've got the foundations there, you then need to sprinkle in a few of the names just to get some star signings to kind of really make the team as successful as possible. So that's the way we look at killer whales: is who can we add to kind of just make it even better. And there's going to be some announcements over the next kind of few weeks and over the summer about who those additions to the team this year are. And I think the space in crypto moves so quickly. So some of those whales that we had in season one are still incredible, but there's new names that are popping up, and we want to really kind of move with the times and kind of install one or two other kind of more kind of current whales and up and coming people in the space as well. So as I said, it's going to be a killer whale summer. I hear everyone talking about Solana summer, but I think killer whale summer is probably going to be even bigger. And we're going to be starting shooting in June. We're going to be announcing the new whales that we've got lined up. We're going to be announcing the 12 other projects that we haven't announced yet. Obviously, we've got the 3 on this space, and then there's 12 others as well. And one of the big lessons we learned from last year is we kind of kept everything back until the show came out. But this year, we're going to be engaging from the very start, from the filming date. So these projects are going to be announced. They're going to be interacting. We're going to be documenting their journeys, their backstories. So for the next 6-7 months, you're going to get a stream of content about killer whales and Hello and how it's kind of revolutionizing the space. So yeah, it's a very exciting time for Hello and for killer whales. And yeah, I've never been more excited for something I've worked on in my career, and yeah, it's going to be fireworks. The one thing I would say for any project to come on, and I missed this earlier, is be memorable. Like, if you're going to turn up with a parrot, brilliant. If you're going to turn up in merch, go for it. If you're going to do something in your pitch that sets you apart from everyone else, that's the thing to do. Because what we found from season one is the viral moments on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, they were the ones that really brought everyone in and made everyone go, wow, I need to go and check out this project. So that's my last bit of advice: is be memorable.
That's the key for you to be remembered in this space, which is very much driven by attention, narratives, etc. I think there is no other way around. And as actually Mountain was mentioning, it's all about hard work. So put in the hard work, make sure to all projects that are here to put in the hard work, prepare like a killer presentation, because I'm pretty sure you guys are going to nail it and we are going to see the show very very soon. I'm excited for that. And if you guys that are listening don't want to miss any of those things that Paul said, like all this period running before the actual show come out, like the after season gets started, and all the things related to the project announcements, etc., make sure to follow Hello Labs here on CMC community and across all other socials. This also works for all the projects that are here: Transhuman Coin, PAWSwap, and Burb. Make sure to follow them here and across other socials. Get engaged, get to know who are the people behind it. And as I always like to say, folks, remember, while we offer a ton of insights, none of the show content is financial advice. We always recommend you to do your own research. There is a reason why it's named your own research, because you do it before making absolutely any investment decision. And to every single one listening, thank you very much for tuning in. And I see more than 1,200 people listening to us at this very moment. Peak, I think, was like around 1,700 or something like that. So excited for the Killer Whales season to kick off, and soon enough you will receive all the announcements and communications, not just from the Hello Labs team, but also Killer Whales and CoinMarketCap. Excited for this partnership, excited to get this show going. And that's it for today's last Killer Whales Live here on CMC Live. Huge thanks to everyone here. Huge thanks to Paul. And also, again, happy birthday, Paul. Congratulations to you on one more year here in this planet. It seems like Transhuman Con went to bring you to another planet. Let's see how that plan goes, but I think that's the case. Maybe a year or two from now, you're actually celebrating in another place using PAWSwap and drinking some burb-driven coffee. I don't know. Maybe that's a good plan for you a couple of years from now, but thank you guys very much for joining, and I see you all here next Monday for the weekly crypto forecast. Make sure to stay informed, stay safe, and keep hodling. Bye-bye, everyone. See you soon.